Ciao a tutti e benvenuti su Italianissimo. Today, we are diving into something absolutely essential for anyone learning Italian, the most used linking words in the language. Now, these may look like small words, but in reality, they are the glue that holds Italian together. The words that give rhythm, music, and flow to every conversation. And trust me, once you start using them, you'll sound instantly more natural, even as a beginner. I'll show you what they mean, how to use them, and the subtle, often hidden ways Italians use them in real life, ways that textbooks never tell you. At the end of the video, let me know in the comments which one of these words used to confuse you and which you can't wait to try in your own Italian. Alright, let's begin. Numero uno. Quindi. Our first linking word is quindi. It's one of those words that instantly makes your Italian sound complete. Quindi means so or therefore. It shows a simple result or consequence. For example, sono stanco, quindi vado a dormire. I'm tired, so I'm going to bed. It connects your thought naturally, like a soft pause in music. It's logical, fluid, and elegant. Quindi is what ties your sentences together. Another example. Piove, quindi restiamo a casa. It's raining, so we're staying home. Simple, beautiful, perfectly Italian. Numero due. Allora. Allora. One of the most Italian words in existence. It doesn't just connect ideas, it sets the rhythm of a conversation. Now, allora can mean so, then, or well, but Italians also use it as a conversation starter. You'll hear it all the time in cafes, in classrooms, and in family dinners. Allora, cominciamo. So, let's begin. It's a soft opener, a little breath before starting something new. You can also use allora to change topics or to bring the focus back. Allora, che facciamo adesso? So, what do we do now? Allora, com'è andato il viaggio? So, how was your trip? It's elegant, flexible, and full of personality. If you can master allora, you're already speaking like a true Italian. Numero tre. Però. Now, this one, però, is a little trickier, but it's one of my favorites. It means but or however, just like ma, but it's a little softer, a little more conversational. For example, il film è lungo, però è interessante. The movie is long, but it's interesting. You could use ma here too, but però feels more natural in everyday Italian. It rolls off the tongue like part of a melody. And here's something you won't find in most grammar books. Italians also use però as an exclamation. When you want to express surprise or admiration, you can simply say però. Like when your friend walks in wearing a beautiful new outfit. Però, che vestito meraviglioso. It's our version of wow, short, expressive, and completely Italian. Numero cuatro. Infatti. Now, we have infatti, a word that sounds almost like music when used by Italians. It means in fact or indeed, and we use it to confirm or add more weight to something we've just said. For example, Marco è molto intelligente. Infatti, è il miglior studente della classe. Marco is very smart. In fact, he's the best student in his class. But there's more. Italians also use infatti in conversation to mean exactly or that's right. Someone says, questa pizza è davvero cara. This pizza is really expensive. And you answer, infatti. Exactly. It's short, musical, and perfect for showing strong agreement. You can even stretch it a bit for emphasis. Infatti. That's right. And there you have it. Quindi, allora, però, e infatti. 4 tiny but powerful words that bring life and flow to your Italian. Start using them today and you'll notice how your sentences feel smoother, more expressive, more Italianissimo. Now, tell me in the comments which of these linking words you use the most or which one you're going to practice first. I always read your comments. And if you found this lesson useful, give it a like, share it with your fellow learners, and don't forget to subscribe to Italianissimo, the channel where Italian sounds as beautiful as it truly is. Ci vediamo presto.